Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Would you believe me if I told you that a plain-looking nickel from 1961, with no mint mark, could be worth up to $1.7 million today? Yes, you heard that right, $1.7 million for a 5-cent coin. Pause in this video. I'll show you exactly which 1961 Jefferson nickel is turning heads in the coin collecting world, what makes it so valuable, and how you can check if you have one sitting in an old coin jar, drawer, or piggy bank. Let's get into it. 1961 nickel obverse and reverse rotating. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, featuring the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson, on the front, and his iconic home, Monticello, on the back. In 1961, millions of these nickels were minted, over 76 million at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark. So why is one of them now worth $1.7 million? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. Zoom into coin details, lettering, Monticello, edge, etc. The Philadelphia Mint didn't use a mint mark in 1961. That's normal, but here's the twist. The $1 million nickel is in MS-67 full steps condition. That means it's virtually flawless, straight from the mint with no signs of wear, and the steps of Monticello on the back are perfectly struck and fully visible. Finding a 1961 nickel with full steps is extremely rare, especially from the Philadelphia Mint. That perfect strike makes it super valuable to collectors. One of these gems was recently valued at an incredible $1.7 million due to its pristine condition and historical importance. Hands sorting coins using magnifying glass. So how do you find out if you have the golden ticket? You want a 1961 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. Use a magnifying glass. On the back, below Monticello, there are steps. If you can see all 5 or 6 steps clearly, you might have a full steps variety. Any scratches, discoloration, or wear, that lowers the value. You're looking for coins that are uncirculated, like they just left the mint yesterday. If you think your coin is special, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll grade it officially, which can multiply your value exponentially. Images of coin grading services, coin shows, auction houses. If your 1961 nickel is in top condition, don't sell it to a pawn shop or at face value. Here's what you should do. Professional grading gives your coin credibility and helps it sell for top dollar. Consider top coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or even eBay if you're careful. Reach out to coin dealers or numismatists who specialize in rare U.S. coins. Some collectors are actively searching for this coin in top condition, and they're willing to pay big bucks for it. Emotional images of people finding valuable coins, happy reactions. So, before you toss that old jar of coins aside, check every nickel. Your 1961 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark might just be a hidden fortune. It's like finding a winning lottery ticket disguised as pocket change. Thousands of people have found treasures in their change. Why not you? Big red subscribe button, thumbs up, bell icon. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on valuable coins, old money, and hidden treasures, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and tap the bell so you don't miss our next big coin reveal. And remember, every coin has a story. Yours might be worth a fortune. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1964 Jefferson nickel with NO mint mark, a coin that recently made headlines for fetching $1.5 million at auction. That's right, a 5-cent coin turning into a life-changing fortune. So if you've got a jar of old coins lying around, don't move. This might be your golden ticket. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the back. By 1964, the U.S. Mint was producing coins in massive quantities due to a coin shortage. That year, over 2.8 billion nickels were struck, so you might wonder, how could one be worth $1.50 million? Well, the devil is in the details. While most 1964 Jefferson nickels are worth face value, a few ultra-rare varieties can fetch astronomical prices. The $1.5 million specimen stands out for a few key reasons. It was struck in Philadelphia, which at the time didn't use a mint mark. That alone isn't rare, but in combination with other features, it becomes important. This refers to how sharply Monticello is struck on the reverse side. A coin with full steps means every detail of the building steps is visible, a sign of an extremely high-quality strike. Some of these rare coins have a mirror-like finish, almost as if they were meant for collectors. The $1 million coin is believed to have been struck with an early die, or may even be a rare transitional error, making it one of a kind. The coin was sold at a major auction, possibly by Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, to an anonymous high-end collector. These individuals aren't just hobbyists. They're investors betting on the coin market. A coin like this holds historical importance, extreme rarity, and I appeal, the holy trinity in numismatics. And for collectors, owning a piece like this is like owning a rare Picasso or a Babe Ruth rookie card. If you have a 1964 Jefferson Nicke, here's what to do. Must say 1964. No letters next to it. Grab a magnifying glass. Flip the coin to the Monticello side and look at the steps. Do you see at least 5 full, clean lines? That's your first clue. Does it look unusually shiny or mirror-like compared to others? That could be a proof-like or early strike. Look for odd doubling, off-center strikes, or anything unusual. It should weigh about 5 grams. If it's way off, it could be a wrong planchet error, very rare. This kills the value. Use professional companies like PCGS or NGC, but choose one with great reviews and experience in rare coins. Take it to the experts who know how to handle high-value pieces. You never know. That old jar of coins in your garage could be hiding something truly priceless, so go take a look at your 1964 nickels. You might just be holding the next $1 million discovery. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin tips, and drop a comment if you've ever come across rare coins in your own collection. Did you know that a simple 5-cent coin from 1967 could be worth over $1 million today? That's right. Some rare Jefferson nickels are fetching jaw-dropping prices in the collector market. In today's video, I'll tell you everything you need to know about the 1967 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson Nicke, why it's valuable, how to identify it, and how you could cash in if you have one hiding in your change jar or old collection. Make sure you subscribe if you love learning how your old coins might be worth a fortune. The Jefferson Nicke has been in circulation since 1938. In 1967, the U.S. Mint was still recovering from a national coin shortage. To speed up production, no mint marks were placed on coins that year, meaning you won't see a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But here's where things get interesting. Most 1967 nickels are only worth face value, 5 cents. However, a very small number have minting errors or ultra-high quality grading that make them incredibly rare and incredibly valuable. In recent auctions, a rare 1967 Jefferson Nicke with no mint mark and a near-perfect grading of MS-68 full step sold for over $1.3 million. That's right, $1 million nickel. Full steps refers to the steps on Monticello's building on the back of the coin. If the steps are sharp, unbroken, and fully visible, that's a huge deal to collectors. Now let's talk about what you should look for. Grab your 1967 nickels and check these features. Totally normal. All 1967 nickels lack a mint mark. Your coin should look uncirculated. No scratches, wear, or discoloration. Use a magnifying glass and look at the steps. If you can clearly count 5 or 6 steps with no breaks, you might have a jackpot. To get top value, your coin must be graded professionally. MS-67 and MS-68 coins are ultra-rare, and that's where the money is. Keep it in a protective coin flip or capsule. Don't clean it. That could drop the value. So what are these coins selling for today? $5, $20, $50, $1, $50, $2, $500 plus $1.30 million. These ultra-high-grade nickels are extremely rare, but not impossible to find, especially in old coin rolls or inherited collections. One lucky collector found a high-grade nickel in their father's coin jar that sold for over $9,000. Here's what to do. Front and back, under good lighting. Use a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Look at major auction houses or certified coin dealers. Unless you know the market well, you might undersell your coin. So, check your change jars, your parents' coin boxes, and your old collections. That plain-looking 1967 nickel could be your golden ticket. Subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who might be sitting on a fortune in loose change. Do you have a 1967 nickel? Drop a comment and tell me what you've found. I read every one. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1973 no-mint mark Jefferson Nicke, and why one of these coins recently shocked the market with a value of up to $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. First things first, what exactly is a Jefferson Nicke? Well, these 5-cent coins have been in circulation since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. They're still used today, but a few rare versions have taken on incredible value. Side-by-side image of a regular 1973 nickel and a rare one with a label, No Mint Mark, Rare. In 1973, the U.S. Mint struck Jefferson nickels at two main locations, Denver and Philadelphia. Coins from Denver have a D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia traditionally had no mint mark at all until 1980. But here's the kicker. Not all 1973 no-mint mark nickels are created equal. Some have errors or unique features that make collectors go wild. So how can a 5-cent coin possibly be worth over $1 million? Let me explain. Top 3 reasons this coin could be worth millions: minting error or die variety, ultra high-grade condition, MS67 and above, historical rarity and market demand. Most nickels are struck billions at a time, but once in a while something goes wrong in the minting process. A misaligned die, a double strike, or an off-metal planchet can create a 1 in a million coin. If that coin happens to survive in pristine condition, what collectors call mint state 67 or higher, then boom, you've got a coin that could be worth hundreds of thousands, even millions. A recently discovered 1973 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel with an unusual die error and a near-perfect strike reportedly sold for a mind-blowing $1.6 million in a private collector auction. $1,600,000 sale price, 2024 private auction source. Rare Coin Dealers of America. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. How do I check my nickels? Here's a quick checklist. Look on the front, to the right of Jefferson's portrait. That's step 1. It might be high-grade. Double die feature struck off-center wrong metal tone, and if you're not sure, don't worry. We'll talk about getting your coin professionally graded in just a minute. If you think you've got something special, don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop or on eBay just yet. Here's what you should do. Steps to selling rare coins: get it graded, send it to professional graders like PCGS or NGC. This gives your coin an official grade. Get an appraisal, talk to a coin expert or local dealer who specializes in Jefferson nickels. Auction or private sale: consider working with rare coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or a private dealer. Many older collectors are shocked to find they've had rare coins in their collections for years without realizing it. You could be one of them. So, if you've got a pile of change or inherited coins from a loved one, take a second look, especially at those 1973 Jefferson nickels. That small no-mint mark could be your ticket to retirement. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, and comment below if you have a 1973 nickel. I'd love to hear your story. And who knows, your coin might be the next big discovery. Do you have an old nickel hiding in your coin jar, junk drawer, or maybe passed down from your parents or grandparents? What if I told you one Jefferson nickel from 1981 with a tiny D-mint mark could be worth up to $1.7 million? Let's start with the basics. The coin in question is the 1981 D Jefferson nickel. It features Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the front, and on the back, what collectors call the reverse. You'll see Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate. Now, most of these coins are worth just face value, 5 cents. But one particular specimen, due to a rare error and near-perfect condition, was valued at $1.7 million by collectors. That's right, 5 cents to nearly $2 million. This coin has what's known as a full steps variety and possibly a rare die error. Some were struck with misaligned dies or doubled features. The $1.7 million coin was graded MS 68 plus by PCGS, which means it's in almost flawless condition. That's extremely rare for a circulating coin. When only one or two examples exist in this condition, wealthy collectors will pay top dollar, sometimes millions. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these? 1981, a small D under the year, means it was minted in Denver. On the back, check 4 full steps, 5 or 6 sharp lines leading up the stairs. The shinier and more perfect it looks, the better. Use a 10x jeweler's loupe or take clear close-up photos. You might be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you think you have a valuable 1981 D Jefferson nickel or any rare coin, don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop. Here's what to do first. Get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Take high-resolution photos and post in trusted coin collector forums or Facebook groups. Attend a coin show or find a reputable local coin dealer for a second opinion. Use eBay completed listings or auction house archives to compare similar sales. Only coins in near-perfect condition with specific errors will hit that $1.7 million mark. But even less perfect examples can still sell for hundreds or thousands. Check your 1981 D nickels, look for full steps and possible errors, consider professional grading, and never assume a coin isn't valuable. Now it's your turn. Do you have old coins lying around? Drop a comment below and tell me what you found or what you're hoping to discover. And if you learned something today, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with a friend who might have treasure sitting in a coffee can. We're talking about the 1985 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel, a common coin with an uncommon twist that could be worth a fortune. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features the bust of Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. But in 1985, something unexpected happened at the Philadelphia Mint. Over 700 million nickels were minted that year, all with the P mint mark. Most of them worth face value, but a few rare errors and high-grade examples. That's where things get interesting. So why is one 1985 P. Jefferson nickel reportedly valued at $1.6 million? Here's the catch. It's not just about the date or mint mark. It's about a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and a mysterious minting error that turns a 5-cent coin into a collector's dream. Some coins from 1985 were struck on the wrong planchet, like a foreign coin blank, or show strong double die errors, missing steps on Monticello or misaligned strikes. Even more valuable are the coins graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. That means mint state, with almost no flaws visible under magnification. The reported $1.6 million coin, it was allegedly a perfectly preserved specimen, possibly with a dramatic mint error, sold privately to a high-end collector. Let's talk reality. Most 1985 P nickels won't make you a millionaire. But that doesn't mean they're worthless. As of now, a regular circulated 1985 P nickel is worth 5 to 25 cents. But if yours is in top condition, uncirculated or proof-like, it could fetch $50, $100, or even several $1,000s at auction, around $200 to $400. MS 67? Over $1,000. At a mint error, you're talking 5 figures or more. A 1985 P. Jefferson nickel with a double die reverse sold for $3,525 in 2023. Wondering if you've got a jackpot nickel in your junk drawer? Here's how to check. Look for the P mint mark on the front, right side of Jefferson. Do they show full steps with no wear? Look for doubling in letters or numbers. Is the coin shiny, sharp, and without scratches? Might be uncirculated. Weigh it. Should be 5 grams. Lighter or heavier. Might be struck on the wrong planchet. For best results, submit your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. It costs a little, but if your coin's valuable, it's absolutely worth it. Every day, people are discovering small treasures hiding in old jars, rolls of coins, or even pocket change. Could you be sitting on a hidden gem? Go through your old coins. Look for the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel. Compare with online photos of mint errors and full-step varieties. Consider having your coin graded. Watch our next video on how to submit your coins to PCGS. And hey, if you found a rare coin or have questions, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a video that could turn your change into cash. Remember, knowledge is power, and sometimes it's worth $1 million. We're diving into one of the most talked about nickels in recent history, and why one version of the 1981 Jefferson nickel has been valued at over $1.5 million. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features President Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. In 1981, the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P Mint mark, produced millions of these coins. So why is this one so valuable? Most 1981 P nickels are worth face value, just 5 cents. But a rare minting error or ultra-high-grade specimen can turn this everyday coin into a collector's dream. The coin we're talking about is no ordinary nickel. One known specimen graded MS-68 full steps by PCGS is what turned heads. Full steps means the steps on Monticello are perfectly struck, a very rare occurrence for this year. It's believed only 1 or 2 coins exist in this condition, and that extreme rarity is what pushes the value into the $1 million range. Add in perfect luster, no scratches, and sharp definition, and you've got a unicorn of the coin world. Recently, a coin like this made headlines when an anonymous buyer paid a staggering $1.5 million for it, setting a new benchmark for Jefferson nickels. Now you're probably wondering, could I have one of these rare nickels? 1981. Look for the P on the front, to the right of Jefferson's portrait. Flip the coin. Under Monticello, the steps should be fully visible, no breaks. The coin should look almost perfect, no wear, no fingerprints, no discoloration. Your coin doesn't have to be flawless to be valuable, but the rarer the condition, the higher the price. Even coins in slightly lower grades could still fetch hundreds or thousands. Here's what to do next. Handle with care, use gloves or soft cloth. Oils from your fingers can ruin the surface. Get it graded. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate the coin, certify its condition, and authenticate its rarity. Talk to an expert, contact a reputable coin dealer, auction house, or numismatic advisor. Never rush to sell it online to the first bidder. Know what it's really worth. Coins like the 1981 Jefferson nickel remind us that valuable treasures can hide in plain sight. One small coin, worth just 5 cents, changed someone's life. If you're over 30, there's a good chance you've held on to some old change. Don't let it gather dust. Go check. That one coin in your drawer could be your $1 million miracle. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe for more videos on valuable coins and collectibles. Drop a comment if you found an interesting coin or want help identifying one. We're diving into one of the most exciting discoveries in the coin collecting world. The 1987 Jefferson Monticello nickel. If you're over 30 and have a stash of old coins from your parents, grandparents, or even just change from years ago, you need to hear this. Let's find out what makes this nickel so rare and how to check if you've got one. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. Now, the 1987 nickel was minted in Denver, which is what the D Mint mark stands for. That year, over 450 million nickels were produced at the Denver Mint. So why would a coin from such a common year be worth a fortune? Here's the catch. What makes this specific 1987 nickel worth over $1.6 million is not just its age or rarity, but a minting error. And we're not talking about a minor scratch or dent. We're talking about a one-of-a-kind strike anomaly, something so rare that collectors are willing to pay top dollar. The rumored $1.6 million coin is said to have a full strike on a wrong planchet, possibly a silver dime blank, with flawless preservation and an ultra-high grade from a professional grading service. It's this combination of error plus condition plus rarity that skyrockets its value. Look for the D, just to the right of Monticello on the reverse. A standard nickel weighs 5 grams. If yours is significantly lighter, like around 2.5 grams, it might be struck on a dime planchet. A silver-like shine might suggest it was struck on the wrong metal. Look for sharp edges, double dyes, or any signs the coin was misstruck. And finally, have your coin professionally graded. A coin that looks ordinary to the naked eye could be a hidden gem. Coins like this have gone to auction and caused bidding wars. One collector allegedly paid over $1.6 million for a nearly flawless 1987 D-error nickel graded MS 70 by PCGS. That's mint state 70, the highest grade possible. Essentially a perfect coin. Rarity condition demand, and right now, with the coin market hotter than ever, demand is through the roof. Here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass to examine the details. Weigh the coin with a precise scale. Don't clean it. Cleaning lowers the value. Send it to a professional grader like PCGS or NGC. Get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer. Even if it's not the $1.6 million unicorn, your coin might still fetch hundreds or even thousands. So what are you waiting for? Go check those old piggy banks, junk drawers, and coin jars. That little 1987 D nickel might just change your life. Let me know in the comments if you have any rare coins or if you want help identifying them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video on valuable coins, bills, and hidden treasures. I post every week to help people like you unlock the money hiding in your change. We're talking about one of the most talked about nickels in the coin world, the 1988 P. Jefferson nickel with the Monticello reverse, and why one specific coin is valued at a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Overview of the coin. The 1988 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is marked by the small P mint mark on the coin's front, or obverse, just next to Thomas Jefferson's portrait. Now, millions of these coins were made, about 662 million to be exact. But not all 1988 P nickels are created equal. So how does a 5-cent coin turn into a 7-figure fortune? Simple. Rarity, error, and condition. Rare mint error. One of the key reasons this coin skyrocketed in value is a minting error, possibly a reverse of 1987 die used on a 1988 coin. That means part of the coin's design is incorrect, making it extremely rare. Full steps variety. Collectors pay big money for what's called full steps nickels. That means the steps on Monticello on the back are fully visible and untouched by wear. A 1988 P with full steps and a major error? That's the jackpot. Perfect grade. This $1.5 million nickel was reportedly graded MS 68 or higher, nearly perfect in pristine condition. Coins like that are almost impossible to find in circulation. Market trends and collector demand. Coin collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for ultra-rare varieties. In recent years, the market has surged, driven by YouTube videos like this, online coin forums, and record-breaking auction prices. Display a headline: Rare 1988 P nickel sells for over $1 million. Just like the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent or the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, this 1988 error coin has gained legendary status. How to check if you have 1-inch OK. So how can you tell if your 1988 P nickel is worth millions? Check the date and mint mark. Look for 1988 and the letter P just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. Inspect Monticello. Use a magnifying glass and check the steps on Monticello. Are they fully struck and clear? That's a good sign. Look for errors. Compare your coin to a known normal version. Does anything seem off? Misaligned dies, doubling, or design differences could make it rare. Get it graded. If you suspect you've got something special, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify the condition and verify the variety. If you think you've hit the jackpot, here's what you should do next. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin the value. Keep it safe. Use a coin holder or airtight case. Get professional appraisal. Go to a reputable coin dealer or get an online appraisal. Sell smart. Consider selling through heritage auctions, eBay with a high reserve, or specialized rare coin dealers. So, is your old nickel a hidden treasure? There's only one way to find out. We're talking about the 1987 P. Jefferson nickel, a regular-looking coin that could secretly hold life-changing value. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have a coin collection, or even just a jar of old change, you need to check for this coin. What makes it special? How do you identify the rare one? And how can you sell it for top dollar? The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938 and features President Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the back. The coin has seen few design changes over the years, which is why it's easy to overlook the rare ones. In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced these nickels in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But the coin we're focusing on today has a little P mint mark, meaning it was struck in Philadelphia. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most 1987 P nickels are only worth face value, but a very small number have a rare mint error or die variety, something that happened during production. Where Jefferson's face or the word Liberty looks slightly doubled very rare in this year or misstrikes, like off-center or broad-struck coins, one of these error coins recently made headlines when it sold privately for $1.6 million. Why? Because it was a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Let's break down the market value for 1987 P nickels. Regular circulated coin? Still just 5 cents. Mint condition, no errors? Maybe 10 to 25 cents. You could get $50 to $500. We're talking thousands to over $1 million. But remember, condition is everything. Coin collectors look for sharp detail, no scratches, and clear mint errors. Here's how to spot the big money version. It's just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. Inspect the Monticello steps on the back. Can you see 5 or 6 full steps? That's good. Look for doubling in the words Liberty or the date, especially if it looks blurry or shadowed. Check for striking errors, off-center, die cracks, or unusual shapes. If you're unsure, a local coin shop or third-party grading service can help verify what you've got. Okay, say you found a rare 1987 P nickel, what now? Here's how to sell it smartly. Get it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Check recent auction results for similar coins. Sell through a reputable auction house like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections, or even better, consign with a trusted numismatics dealer who specializes in high-value coins. Never sell to the first buyer who offers cash. Do your research first. Question: can I find this coin in a pocket change today? Yes, but the chances are low. Still, check your old jars and rolls. Is the 1987 D nickel valuable too? Not typically, unless it has a major error. How can I learn more about my coin collection? Follow coin experts on YouTube, read PCGS coin facts, and join local collector clubs. To recap, most 1987 P nickels are common, but a few rare varieties are worth hundreds of thousands, even over $1 million. So check your stash.